lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Goes to the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. Scanning the field, it's Wicks. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just keep swinging it. Buys him. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Wolfpack will line up, punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But yes, 7 games in, we ain't crowned a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone.
Gashes him in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Here's a heat. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Reagan. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Quicks. Oh, they're after him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's carry on. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. 1st and 10 coming up. On the move, it's carry on. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Here's the pressure. Working on the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Wants to throw again. Got him downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this offense within striking distance. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Reagan. Finds his man. It's Melton. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field. You saw that right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before half. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. But that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the move, he fires. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. The attempt is no good. Just couldn't get a little spark of momentum going there with the miss, and they're still down by 23, fellas. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. He fires to the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it first and 10 from the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Wicks. Fires to the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off play action on first down. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. But they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking them right into the face.
42, NC State.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The give on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He has the first and still on his feet. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Dropping back, it's Wicks. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the ball comes to rest right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, running back gets the give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on him.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space.
Running free! And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut. 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Wicks. Makes the grab. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. What a play to end the 3rd. An explosive gain here. Thought he might take it all the way to the house. Instead, they'll ride the momentum into the final period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This area has had no problem moving. With chunk plays. And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he knows he's his way into the end zone. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the tip. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll give it to him again. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. Turns it on at midfield.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is...
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down and more. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the option. Past the 45. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and the practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.